You know what I just love about humanity in general? Oh wait, I need to check the audio. God damn it. It's how they they just seem to lie so confidently, or just they have just wild ideas. And then don't really seem to test them or back them up. Like, I just had access to a variation of a pill that I normally take, where it's supposed to be easier to swallow, and it does the exact opposite. God, it's so brilliant. To me, it seems so fucking obvious that this is what's going to happen, because it has like it's like long and flat, so it has like increased surface area on the tongue, and it's like it just won't go down. Like it's such a bad idea, and that they market it as being better than the competition at the one thing it does worse. What the fuck? Brilliant. Anyway, audio check. Okay, let me see. This audio doesn't seem quite right. Let me try again. I'm just maximizing the noise removal at this point. I mean, if I try eating, how much mouth sounds does it pick up? Quite a bit. I still sound like I'm trapped in a goddamn dungeon. I should be able to fix that with EQ though, but I don't want to sound like just really bassy. Then again, let me see if I just move it closer to my mouth. That's also one of... That does help a lot. Ye gods. But I'm not sure being closer to my voice is something you want it to be. Oh. I'm just gonna amp the bass for... just to make me sound more masculine, because no way that can backfire, right? And then listen again. Oh, hell yeah. I hit puberty. Perfect. Okay, so I want to do the story quest. Actually get through it. And then I have to go all the way to Inazuma. Ah, yes, of course. I forgot. Man, this buttered popcorn flavor is pretty goddamn good. One like equals one popcorn.
We've made it! I'm a Smithy!
I'm sorry, were we afraid? We have a waypoint, you know. And this game isn't over its game over screens.
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me, I'd like to ask you a question, if I may.
Of course. Go ahead.
About the Raiden Gokaiden. Could you tell me that story one more time?
No. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more.
I'm sorry, how many times have I asked this?
The once renowned Raiden Gokaiden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju.
All of these are blacksmiths?
The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
But why? The Shogun's art wasn't good enough? Or did they just get worse over time, and then they called it a style? You know, like any self-respecting artist would.
Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
I mean, to be fair, the definition of style that I've heard that most people seem to agree with is that it's flaws with intention.
But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Was I? I'm sorry, what was the Ishin blade?
Oh, yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now.
Yeah, but remind me. Give me a flashback, come
We
on.
learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind the decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed.
But by all means, explain.
In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale.
Wait, what am I asking again?
The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
I wonder if that's related to the random samurai I killed. Who I took the swords from.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster.
Did he?
Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to
Isn't
save
that the one we
countless
heard about
lives,
earlier?
Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred.
No wonder it became a ghost.
Generation after generation bore this grudge,
Haunting a puppet.
living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision. to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry.
Hold up. Desire to take revenge and doing so is sort of anger.
In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to.
Thought he was
His goal
powerless.
was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden.
No, if he's killing people, how the hell are you calling him powerless?
But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
And the only ones that didn't get murdered. The legend of the Raiden Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmiths. It looks like the balladeer did something in Erminsold, but it seems Neo still died.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I mean, it can only change the flow of information, right? Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact.
Good!
We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
Phew, so he still exists. And he's the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem as bad as I feared last night. That's all. Thank you very much. Hold on, give me a second. I need to realign. The biggest, baddest motherfucker in New York City. That's all. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon.
What, like the red light district? What do you mean?
On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
I can't take you there. You're like 4 years old. No.
How can I?
Please, Paimon. People have been cancelled for last. Don't make me go. Oh no, is this where things get sexy?
Here. This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Time to get naked? What do you mean? Don't leave me hanging.
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hello!
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate.
Oh, come
They're
now.
not he-
Are they out on business?
Out of business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
Oh, hell yeah. Should we?
What do you think? Shall we go in?
No, thank you. We'll take you up on that offer. Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
Wow, friends in high places.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks.
Why the hell wouldn't they allow people to just walk around the court? Like, this is a very tiny building. Like, you can see most of it. Like, are you afraid of spies? What is there even to even spy?
Hello,
Oh shit, the old
dears.
lady. What if they found
Is
her?
there
Oh my
something
god,
you
all
wanted to
plans would
say?
turn to shit. Ma'am, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told
Don't act
me
so
about
smarmy.
you.
I'm pretty well known.
What would you like to know?
I don't know. How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the commissioner's behalf.
Oh.
As for the commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
Oh, he's definitely the murderer.
So pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Then why are we hearing about it?
Very much so.
What? This is supposed to be a story, come on. Ayato is still the Yashiro Commissioner. Ayaka is still the lady of the house. No changes here. As far as I can see, nothing's changed in the Yashiro Commission either. I was expecting as much, but it's still a big relief to know that the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Well, got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that.
Yep, leaving.
Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you.
This sounds stalkerish. I'm not sure I like this. That's fine. I'll come and see you around every now and then. Hugs and kisses.
I must say,
See you later, sugar tits.
many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
Ma'am, stop flirting with me. Meet me at the red light district later. I'm flattered.
I mean it.
Stop.
Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away.
I'm gonna pound you so hard your tits tie into knots.
The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here.
When you say here, you mean out in the court or just at home?
They say it's because Toma's a much better chef than most.
This seems very relevant to the story and the
Commissioner is so
investigation.
fond
I
of
mean,
home
if I didn't know how
comforts.
good of a chef Toma was, how would I ever be able to understand what was happening?
They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Always with a very
This is like all the
fond
story
tone.
is. Characters
They
sucking my
wanna
dick,
talk
telling me how
about
cool
dear
and
old
talented I am.
friends around
And they give me
who
random
can
pointless information about the
truly be
people.
themselves.
It's like, how? Why is Genshin popular?
Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets
like,
together
With
and
all the elements in the game,
talking about people they've met and experiences
the characters just
they've
win by default.
had, you always get a mention.
What the fuck? I'm not sure how I feel about the entire family getting together and talking about me. That seems a little weird.
It's been many years now since the late
That sounds like
Mr.
you're planning an
and
assassination.
Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time. As someone who is old and gray enough to have
Yes,
watched
me
their
too.
son
I also am
daughter
old and
grow
grey.
up,
You can tell by the way I
it
talk.
makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much.
I know you're not talking about me.
So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted delighted to have the pleasure of your company.
Okay, how much or little clothing am I supposed to have when I show up? Thank you very much. I will visit again. Thank you, the people of the Kamisato clan are very dear friends to me.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah,
Paimon likes it here too. Also, you were saying something about the food here being really great.
oh, notice that part, did you?
Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon. Ideally around dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Paimon, have you seen my inventory? It's 80% food. Just pick something.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next?
Tetrasuna.
Great! Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
Holy shit, that scene was a whole bunch of nothing.
All right, then. Take care now. Hope.
Hope I never have to come back.
Are you two leaving already?
We have the information we need.
Everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Safe travels. I want to use those. What do you call them? Not greetings, but... Goodbyes? Nah. There's got to be a more collective term for vapid commentary. Ah, yeah, streaming. That's what it's called.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
We saw someone from Fontaine just before the cutscene. What do you
Do
think?
my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler in Paimon?
Nope.
Xavier, what are you doing here?
Not Savior, huh?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Do you know much about Tetrasuna?
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth.
Meaning of what?
If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
How well do you understand the history of this area?
Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before.
Shouldn't you have like a French accent?
Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Actually, why aren't there more accents all around in this game? That's honestly really disappointing.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes
We heard
back
this before,
around
didn't we?
1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
What do you mean by
A
that?
couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact,
Did
I'm
it
not the first
explode with
Fontaine
evil
tech
energy?
guy to come and
'Cause that's
work
the
on it
moment I'm
either.
worried about.
There was a guy back then, too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
How long until Inazuma makes the Nintendo? Mechanica, looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to all the ensuing chaos. So what the hell did he change?
Hey, weren't you gonna
Is he a
ask
real boy?
Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Oh, we definitely are.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
Oh, wait, because Paimon was affected by the memory wipe. That means she's definitely from Earth.
What brought this on? Did you just
Or is
wake
she
up
just
today
pretending?
with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Yeah, pretty much. So, can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead. A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually.
Meet and do what?
But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatara Suna is concerned.
So there's no more Kabuki Mono. Does the Balladeer really manage to erase himself from history completely? If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was. So far, it looks like the majority of changes have only affected himself. Thank you, Xavier.
Of course! Don't
Xavier.
mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Does French even use the letter X that much? I only remember it from the word full.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Bye.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
I have to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you.
We might be facing the end of the world, Paimon.
Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
All right. Thank you, Paimon. All right.
Come on, you gotta keep it together.
No.
Why don't you grab something to eat? You
No.
can't go facing life's challenges on an empty stomach.
God damn it, not everything can be solved with food.
All right, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Jesus Christ, can you imagine Paimon in a goddamn hostage or suicide situation? He's like, I'll do it. I'll fucking blow my brains out. How about some cake? Thanks. This stank bitch. All right, off we go. I'm honestly really confused about how the new 4-star character is supposed to function in any teams. It's like she gives herself dendro resistance, so she's just supposed to make a bunch of dendro cores and cause them to explode? Is that really it? She should... Because of how short the burst lasts, I can't really understand how she's supposed to function in team setups.
Hey, it's them.
I'm not them, I'm a traveler.
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Hakuna Matata. Kabasawada. What a wonderful phrase. Are you still talking about the, essay?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
You see, this man has a true gentleman's
Real time?
voice.
What do
This
you
is
wanna
what
talk to
accents
us
I'm talking about.
It's the same
wanna
topic
play,
we discussed
please.
last time. Obviously.
Hey now, no need to get
Still
sassy.
looking for more info about Tatara Suna, huh? Should we join them?
Do you have anything better to do? Perfect, these two have researched Tatarasuna's past. Let's hear what they have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
The article you let me read last time was great. Can I read it again?
Huh? Oh, of course.
Yeah, No.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
No, stop! Oh, God, no, I'm not comparing notes. The content has changed. Another effect of tampering with the information in Irminsul. The Balladeer said it erased 2 of his names. If it really succeeded, it must have taken all his might, but still.
Well, what do you think?
A masterpiece!
Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
Sure.
What did you find out? Something big?
We're all gonna die.
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Black screen, let's go. Woo! You tell it to writers that you learn about the Raiden Gokudan and Tetrasuna's history. Woo!
So many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well,
You're
well.
welcome.
So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Armanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true.
I mean, I guess it's more reliable, yeah. Unless
So
they
there's
got
no
the incentive
ghost
to
story
lie.
here after all.
This
Why
new
not?
information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
I guess that's interesting.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
What? I'm sorry, what was the novel about again?
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
We've got something to take care of. Bye for now.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
Yeah, welcome, buddy.
Welcome. See ya.
Keep
Don't
us
steal
in the
my
loop if
thunder,
you find
I
out
was
anything
talking.
else.
Will do.
What else could we find out? We're not going back to... Are we? Wait. Alright, to the birdcage. No. But adventurers and warriors, a weapon is the most trusted companion, and as a weapon with refinement, and it, like you, will go from strength to strength. Alrighty then. Give me a second.
Hello, anyone here?
Oh, there you are. You stank bitch. Oh,
We're here.
we sure are.
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Alive.
Where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then she decided she wanted to go to Inazuma.
I was investigating the situation with the Balladeer.
The Balladeer? This sounds like some kind of code name.
It could be. Oh no.
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Apparently the entire history of the Balladeer, which we've just gone over. Even Nahida doesn't remember. Just like last time, any changes to Emerson will affect her as well. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. I'm the only one who remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper.
Traveler?
'Tis I.
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. With a heavy heart, you piece back together a story that was broken and scattered across time. There was once one named the Balladeer, created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events in Tetrasuna, the Balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength. Then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth about his betrayal. Knowing now that his entire life was built upon lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story.
Is it though?
So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
So where the hell is this leading?
But how is he even able to do that?
By hacking the mainframe. The root of all evil, an actual tree root.
As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it.
Oh.
Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
If someone were to successfully
So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world?
No, just a memory of it.
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect her. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
You can say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
Why not?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I guess it was bored. I didn't really know him. I'm not really sure. We were enemies, after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone, or did he want to completely undo his own existence? Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Great Lord Ruka Devada erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so sure it would work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
I just feel empty.
He chose such a radical option, and yet...
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died, right?
Yes.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try.
Sure.
The story makes sense. Every part of it.
And yet...
The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left. Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
nothing in return. Was anything gained at all? That's what I want to know. Yeah, he changed the world in many ways, and yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those fated to a tragic end could not be saved. What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life? Or did he wish he'd never existed at all?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something. Found it. This should be the one.
Did you hack yourself? Pretty cube, thank you.
It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything she has told us. What is it?
Explain.
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner.
Metaphysical corner?
You should take a look. Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
What was the name of the story again? The quest line? This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the balladeer?
It's a hobby of mine.
When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
And therefore it wouldn't get eliminated? No, how does this work? Why wouldn't this be changed along with the other elements of history? I don't understand. Also, wait. Does it change what the people wrote? It doesn't just change people's memory? This is confusing.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of confused too.
Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the Kabukimono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact.
Why? What makes this exempt?
Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that.
Yes.
But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance.
What do you mean?
Yes, I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered Irminsul.
Huh? Why would that matter?
That's incredible! What a great idea!
No, shut the fuck up, Paimon. How would this do anything? Am I a backup?
And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought it would be some bullshit like that. That's such a stretch.
If we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one she told us. The now erased life of the balladeer.
Are you sure?
There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur.
Oh, stop.
The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived
Oh, sorry,
with
is
the
there more than
family
one?
day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans.
Okay, I'm trying to understand the parallels. A kitten comes from... Hold on. As in
The
Irminsul?
kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender, and it
Is
could
this
not
supposed to be
grow a
Nahida?
coat of richly colored fur.
Okay.
Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us.
I don't know why the face of this one cracks me up. Mwah.
Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it.
What?
The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure.
And how would this do anything?
The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
Okay, wait, no, this is the doctor? This is the wanderer? Fuck it.
The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon.
I'm sorry, what did the moon ever do to you?
How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content.
No, okay.
I will become
Can't
the
argue with
new
that
moon,
logic.
the
Makes perfect
answer to
sense.
everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
Is the moon supposed to be a metaphor for Irminsul? I'm so goddamn confused.
We solved
The white tree part confused me way more than it should have. I get it, it's supposed to be a puppet, but the white tree seemed to imply Irminsul.
I remember now. This is not just the balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with.
Oh, wait, I thought you made the backup. I'm confused.
Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use.
How does that sound?
I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
Okay, but didn't the reason for you to make the allegory change? Thereby... I can't be the only one who sees the problem with this. Oh my god, that is annoying the shit out of me.
I can't believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
Sure.
The balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you.
Before he vanished, he confirmed
Did
an
you learn
important
anything about the
detail,
Descenders?
that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
I've never had this feeling before. If he's like life, he's as insignificant as a feather.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions.
Oh,
We
fucking...
look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot.
Well, let's see when we meet him.
Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Stop it with the food!
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take her out for a walk to clear her head?
You know, she is like a dog. I should do
You
that.
got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much
Wait, me?
better after taking a walk.
I'm the dog? God damn it!
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
I'm gonna keep
really
talking.
tough being the only one who remembers all that, but Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
You're doing a terrible job of it. Okay, let's see. Did we already have that story? About the fox, and the fox? It just seems so goddamn familiar. Wait, was actually a legendary one? Shepherd on the Magic Bottle. An ode to Soul Light. Just seems familiar. Huh. Might be wrong. Whatever.
There's a few things I'd like to look into. You should go take a walk and try to unwind.
Don't tell me what to do. Man. Why do people act like I'm on the brink? Everything you say to me because one step closer to the edge. I need a little room to breathe. Then I get copyright strike. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind too. Wait, down there? Oh yeah, they said the bazaar. What a bizarre request. Hello! I'm supposed to walk around here.
We're here! What should we eat first?
I just did though. I have a nagging feeling like there's something I'm missing. Something important that I'm forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Man, shut up. Sorry, just give me a minute. I'm still processing. A piece of shit floating
Alright, whatever you
pajama
want.
pixie.
Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
I can't believe I haven't just ended it all. Come on, brain, let's dig this out. It's gotta be in there somewhere. It was something about Irminsul deleting oneself. With a lot of forbidden knowledge. Nahid.
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
Yes, that was it. Great Lord Rukadavadi. She said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. Otherwise, why would she need to create her own reincarnation unless a Lord Kusanali to do the deletion for her? There would be no point.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Mimi Big Brain! No, I can't tell Paimon. She doesn't know what the greater Lord Rukadavara. But this is a crucial important detail. It is simply not possible for the Balladeer to completely erase his own existence. In which case, the question is, what happened to him?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Didn't go to Inazuma, huh? Man, he sure makes himself easy to find, huh? Hey, blue boy.
Hey! Hey, wait!
You mean me?
No,
No,
not
the
you.
thief.
That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off.
This sort of situation is sort of comical to see because it makes sense that you try to steal from them, because the alternative is like, if there aren't police or guard to run the little shit down, you have to leave your stall and then other people can just like steal your shit. That's gotta be an incredibly frustrating situation.
Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
Big city life.
I
We're
wasn't
trying to
paying
get-
close enough attention. Sorry, boss.
Well, you're fast as the wind, right?
I think
Chase
you're
after
right.
him.
Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Your personality seems different.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That guy is the Balladeer.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
What are you doing?
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're so trustworthy, of course.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you
Because I'm the wanderer.
drifter or something?
I'm the wanderer. I wander around.
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsettias, was it? I'll be right back.
Are you just gonna run off and pick some new ones?
What do we do now?
Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
What? No! Wait. Oh, come on. Don't make me stalk him. I followed the... Oh, okay. I was worried for a second. Do you think he'll see me teleport in? Loading objective? Hello,
Yeah.
bellboy.
This'll do.
Do you still have the mask on your hat?
So you say he's the balladeer? What are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsettias? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Sure.
Oh, all right.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
So you didn't even run the little shit down and kick his ass? Grab him by the leg, swing over your head, smash him into the ground like the Hulk? No? Okay, well. If I was to see this with my own eyes, I would never believe it. I don't know why I picked that accent now all of a sudden.
You two over there. Is there
It's
something
me.
I can help you with?
Wait. Based on what he's changed, would he remember me?
He spotted
God, we're all gonna die.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're right, we were following you. What are you gonna do about it?
Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yes.
I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
No!
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that? You were right. The look on his face.
He turned to wood. His nose is growing.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people.
Have you shared it with anyone?
Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down,
God damn it, I can't get out of my head.
sure whatever it is must be important.
There's somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
What, your 2 Sanserias? Pick one of my 1,000.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
How long has this been going on?
That's oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Oh my god, I just realized. Depending on where they place the camera in the scene, it either picks up the city ambience or it's complete silence. That's what that shit is. Oh my god. It's like, it should have a bit more of a trail off. Oh god, that's funny. All right.
Let's return to the city.
To the city. That's it. There it is.
It's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu.
Okay,
Let's
no.
head to Eugene Terrace.
Whoa, no, shut up. Wait, what? Ganyu? Fuck that. Am I getting audio? No? Okay. Oh, shit. No, there it is. Over here, Oh, jeez. Excuse me. I think we're still doing bizarre shit. Do you think there's a parody called JoJo's Bizarre
Here you go, boss.
Adventure?
I'll leave them right
He
here.
just goes shopping.
You really
Oh shit,
went
what?
and picked some more. Who are these two?
Human A and Tidy Human.
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
He's lying. He's just stalling. So funny. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
Like, how can he be a wonder if he stays in one place all the time?
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't
have one. Shut up, Dad.
No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo.
Thank you for the
I've
casual
run into
kidnapping.
all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank
Path
you.
to what?
All right, done.
What's your
Thanks for waiting for
destination?
me.
Should probably
We can go
decide that
now.
before we pick a path.
In my opinion,
What are we even trying to do here? I'm just gonna steal your sunset and your cabbage. Ah, Christ. That should start an immediate side quest. Run from the popo. Or at least find the Sunsetti and the cabbage to replace the one I just took. Ba-boom. What does Surastana mean? Do Indians pronounce TH sounds? Does this make sense?
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Nehiter.
What's wrong?
Well, you know, just been out and about.
Huh? Are you?
Take a guess,
Hello.
sugar nuts.
I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You tell us about Kusanala what happened at the Grand Bazaar.
Say that you were trekking across to Vat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Don't want to remain connected to his home country. Still feel a little betrayed, maybe?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots.
See?
But these two claim
It doesn't
that they
feel
know
connected
me,
there.
and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I'm trying to think, like, all the Animo characters, are they similar in this way? Because you have, like, Kazuha, he's a wanderer, like, he just fucking travels the world all the time. Venti seems pretty goddamn itinerant. Then you got the ninja kid from Shimatsuba, and she just rolls around at the speed of sound. Still remains in Inazuma, though. Zhao, he fucking teleports like crazy, but never leaves Leo, but still.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't
Do
like
it
to
anyway.
rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Or something.
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
A bit of a douche. A scaradouche, some would say.
Okay, I see.
Wait, have I explained to the... I guess I talked shit about him while I had the opportunity, as any good person
You
would.
want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
We're just trying to think where to start.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
So, okay, so... Telling him, won't that alter his personality to the one that I see in the character screen? I'm assuming that's why he seems different here.
Care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike.
I don't remember the human part thing, but I
You
guess.
drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart.
That sounds familiar.
Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit.
Wait, that's some wizard.
Sometimes
Oh, shit.
You have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Was it the lion looking for courage or a heart? Tin Man. Somebody needed a brain, somebody needed a heart. I can't remember who. Is he the Tin Man?
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
Yes, well worth the effort. Good job.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
Yes, very deep. Yes.
Seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Yes, that's what we should be concerned about. How likable you were, not the actual atrocities done. Jesus.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's enemies.
We were enemies? Why are you trying to help me find the truth?
3 dots.
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street!
We can still stab him, Paimon.
He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
That just reminds me about the thing that ended up in the news a few years ago where an old criminal had just like he gotten so old he forgot everything. He was just old and decrepit, and it didn't seem like there was any point in keeping him in jail. And it was just fascinating seeing how people try to figure out like how identities work and how much point there is in punishing somebody who can't even remember the crime.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Question mark?
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
Oh, this is such an old troll.
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well.
Cling to your sins? Okay.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Oh, more babysitting. Great. It's fine. He's kind of cute. Like, if you look close enough at him, I guess.
Oh, good point. Given your...
I mean, look at those funny shorts.
unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
I'd rather not. Reminiscent drift. Oh, what the fuck? What do we do? Nahida, what are we doing?
It's time to get ready.
How do I get ready? What are we doing?
No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it. Whatever it takes. I'm just sorry that you have to join me for the whole thing.
Just keep your hands to yourself, okay, mister? Reminiscent drift, here we go. The fuck? Oh, we get wind, how quaint. Setachwanet. Oh, wait, I think I remember. It's that giant new worm, I believe. The memories of a certain Poupée. He can be the balladeer, harbinger of the Fatui, and he can also be the Kabukimono who was once sighted in Tatarasuna. Which one will he choose? I think I might
right,
need to
let's head
gather
off.
enemies. I'm just gonna go ahead and make that assumption. Sure.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right
A little
now,
bit.
you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These
Uh-huh.
memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
These memories show the raw truth, but be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
My god, the Hito's VR tech is amazing. And Inazuma hasn't even invented the Nintendo yet. Like, oh my god.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
That's quite a discrepancy. Is that what this is about?
Halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we're just finishing the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion.
Cool.
In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Did he?
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners?
What the
No,
fuck?
there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved too. No mining crew would be capable of this.
What did you make? What?
There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who narrates everything that's happening? I see. Who's that I see before me? Come out with your hands up. Actually, I kind of want to live my life like that. Just makes it more interesting.
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured?
Are you dead or alive?
Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichio's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa.
Sweet.
We
Oh
found
my
the
god.
Balladeer in Shake
Chill with the
Pavilion
names.
And took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
I gotta be honest, I can't follow it all. There's too many names. And, okay, yes, okay.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good
Haven't
guy.
I heard this story before and I still can't follow
He
it?
looks
What is
like a
wrong with me?
warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Because you ended it. Hey, chest. How nice. Can I use... Nah, compass wouldn't work. Can I kick this down? No? Okay.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Never mind.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
Well, because of his fancy clothes.
Katsuragi,
That's good enough.
report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Uh-oh. Hey, I just want... Ow! Did I actually avoid it? Nah, I think I took damage. The hell is this? Excuse me? I said hello up there!
Stabilize!
Who's the douche doing this? And what is this doing?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
I have voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Are we actually just going to relive the entire story in a flashback that when we just heard the story? I feel I guess that's one way of milking content.
Okay.
Jesus.
I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't.
We got
You
COVID.
promised me.
And nobody would take the vaccine, so we just got sick.
Yep, we're family now.
We couldn't go
We're
to the
gonna be
hospital.
together forever
So we
and
died. Wait, what? Oh, whoa.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in a straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him.
And none of them named
After
him?
leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
Call him Jon Snow. What the f... This isn't how people work. Like, what is he, like, 7? You...
What happened to the child then?
He died nameless.
He died from his illness
Ah!
when he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Well deserved.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
Hashtag evil laugh. Yeah, you should be embarrassed. Laughing like that.
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Mary.
Let's keep going.
They're gonna squeeze in some random fights just because this is a video game, aren't they? Chill. Really more... I don't like entering green holes, weirdly enough. This is not my fetish.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Is it succeeding? Jester?
Begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
What the hell? Is this our introduction to the Jester? Or have we met him before? I don't remember. But I have a terrible memory. I'm not the person to use as an example. Oh. A representative of good memory.
This place is dark.
Thank you. We need you to tell us.
It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
Oh, this is where we got our asses kicked arbitrarily for the sake of a cutscene.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
I remember this. It was an unsettling place.
Look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
You're welcome.
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan.
What is this thing supposed to be?
Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Well, about that, we know how that ended.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I mean, he's justified to
I
be.
just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
Is Child... No. Child isn't Italian. It's the Tartaglia part that's supposed to be Italian.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this
Why the hell are they named it?
But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely.
They're all supposed to be from Snezhnaya, which is supposed to be like vaguely synonymous with Russia, and then they're named after Italian shit. I don't get it.
Do you remember the last time you were here?
Donde está la
That was a
biblioteca?
lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you.
Oh, he's the one who killed them. Oh,
Don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
guess so. Hey, I like your hat. Looks better from the top. I can't believe you never wore the mask. Like, that's some goofy shit. Like, why give everyone masks if they're never gonna wear them?
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
I need to take a break.
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Worry about me, though. I'm getting old.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
God damn, that shit hits hard.
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really
How does that
count
how it works?
as an asset?
It's
I
about
do.
as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Ah, it's a duty. I guess there isn't a chest there. Well, hip hopping away. La dee dee da do, dee la da dee da do do.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Oh yeah, this place.
Is that?
Why the hell do they have such
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this
insane
project,
technology down
I'll
here?
take part in the experiment in his place.
Who's Nafis?
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
I thought he was about to say fruitless.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should
You
know
don't
that becoming
say.
a god is far from a trivial affair.
And that needs pointing out, does it?
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information.
He sounds so smarmy.
Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
How the hell do you add so much burn to your throat?
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more
I
respectful
suggest.
tone.
Why did you switch that one out so much?
The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
Indestructible. The way he emphasizes things is very characteristic.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
He's very cringe.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's the cringer. He's behind all of this.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
That's it? Oh god, okay. Just try and stop me. Well, they did it. I mean, I wanted the answer. Man, there's gonna be a lot more reading, isn't there?
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
Dahida, is that you?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
But if you believe that you are separate from your past mistakes and blah blah blah.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
You're simply complicated sets of behavior.
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets?
What?
Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
Yes.
I've seen enough of my past.
Those who
If
can't
possible,
experience.
I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear.
And how? Wait, how?
No
What?
matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Are you saying?
Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I mean, maybe it'll reflect differently upon the experience. I don't
I've
know.
always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Are you sure you want to be a miserable sack of shit?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
What are they trying to say? It's like they're just playing with concepts for the sake of it. Whatever. Is this the true meaning of Reda Lord Rukadavada's words? A person can erase themselves, and even though the original balladeer has gone, this person will live on in his place. Are a person's sins an inescapable part of their identity too?
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul-searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Take this!
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Anime sound effects. Ugh! Sugoi! What? Round 11? I need to get a better weapon. Ka-ching?
Hey! Are you done yet?
Do something?
All worthless dross will be purged.
Dross?
That's why... this won't be the end!
Yin and yang and all that shit. Oh my god, he's so cool!
Balladeer?
He's received a vision! Wait, it meant to give him that? Who has the noses? Who's handing these out now?
Die.
Uh-oh, he's psychopathic.
This is trying my patience. Have you got any more stupid questions?
Got any more stupid questions? That's a lot of attack. Jesus. JK lol, yeah. Annoying little shit. Wait, he has no bonus animo damage? Really? Scattering Cryo seems good to get. Or, well, it's just a 6-second cooldown, maybe not. You also need to swap between characters. Listen for the sound effect. There you go. Ah, jeez, stop. Anything I can do here? Ow. Why am I fighting this alone?
At my command, you shall fall. Wretched vermin. The wind rises.
Whoa, 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 don't let me touch the ground. Am I dying here?
Insignificant pest.
No, 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 don't you insignificant pest me.
That's far enough. Squall and fury.
I'm actually on the brink of dying, Jesus.
My endless cycle begins.
Oh shit, no! Okay. Man, eating in the middle of a fight should be illegal. Health already full? Oh, really? Am I not high enough? Not much of a fight then. Also really annoying that I can't even activate any elements because I'm forced to solo.
Get out of my sight.
How does this work?
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice
I'm pretty
again.
sure you did, but the game bailed you out, buddy.
Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
Now you've recovered your memories, the past will catch up with you.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
That's not quite where your hip is. You might like, oh, whatever.
But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Me, myself, but not I. What's the implication? Leave domain. Any chests? Except for items. Get it? Yes, Boobo was a joke.
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
What are you grumbling
You
about?
don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
I mean, if you erased all the shit, then nobody's gonna know who the Balladeer is, so we might as well. You won't go by the name. You won't go by the Balladeer anymore?
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the 6th is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Let's call it a tactical retreat.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that.
I mean, was his goal to change the past? I don't
Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you were looking for is complete annihilation.
Simple things to...
But this is just a fantasy.
Is it even possible?
Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence,
Even
the
in this
world
hypothetical
will not
world?
heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
That was quite the adventure.
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Yes, all according to plan. You're super cool, Jesus.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
He doesn't see you that way.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that.
You're damn right.
Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way.
I'm sorry, is he implying that he's a helper now?
Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well.
Thank you. Let's hope you can find some answers.
I will try.
Traveler.
'Tis I. Yes.
After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you changed.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do all this for reward. Please don't make it sound like I'm extorting you.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
I'll smack you with a book in a second.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero.
It's bigger than the sum of the
I
parts.
think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books.
But you sure as shit can cook 'em.
Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world.
There's too many puppets in this room.
Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
Well, he got a vision, so that's sort of confusing
You
if you're not
understand
human.
what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings.
I hope I can play as a dog in the future. Just give it a vision. It'll be a fine excuse.
The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you can give Nahida a chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise,
What do
all
you
our
mean?
efforts will have been for nothing.
Yes, become a tool for us. Follow our orders, you puppet. Come on, Pinocchio. Well?
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
From behind the scenes? How do you mean?
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Is he gonna call himself Wanderer again?
Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you too.
Oh god.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot.
I see right through
If you
you.
can't decide on a
Pay.
new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
Oh god, okay. Now you want us to decide?
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
What?
Have you got anything?
Do I really? What? Sweet Jesus. Inversion of Genesis. Ah, yes. That's the name. And the implication being Benjamin Button syndrome, hmm? You can obtain the item, an appellative stroke, which will allow you to change Aeon's Adrift Wanderer's name. Please take note that some names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display the name you have chosen. There's a limit on the number of times you can rename this character, so do so with care. Disclaimer. Travelers, please ensure that you follow our terms of service when using the function to create a healthy gaming environment. Please read and confirm that you will not Why are you making this so hard for me? Jesus Christ, the creation of the content that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, government, or region. The bullying or insulting of any travelers or groups of travelers. Any other groups of travelers. I believe that's called a pride. I don't know. A murder, maybe. Any other content or behavior that violates the terms of service. We may have to restrict your use of the game's services if you do not follow these rules. This may include suspension, restriction, a name reset, forced disconnection. Oh, Jesus Christ. At the same time, you are welcome to use the report function to send feedback to us should you encounter the aforementioned situations. Okay. I mean, I know what I'm going for. There it is. Just have to make sure that I'm spelling it correctly. I mean, who wouldn't? Scaramouche Pinocchio. He's just going from one ridiculous Italian name to another. I don't even know if Scaramouche is Italian. It just sure sounds like it. Let's go, Pinocchio. Sure? Why would I? Yes, I think this will do. Let me give it some more thought. I think this will do.
All right, if you say so.
Why didn't his shit change?
There. Now you have a name of your own.
Wouldn't it be more meaningful if he chose it on his own?
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
Of course I picked the most famous puppet. Oh, wait, no, there's still Trump. What do you plan to do next?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
Ooh, he's more serious about this whole puppet thing than I am.
You mean the Fatui?
For example, well, especially the doctor.
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing.
And that is?
There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself.
Your point being?
I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall.
That sounds like a bad idea. If they might come for this. Why are we opening this old can of worms? We're opening the Raiden Gokuden's box. Pandora's box.
Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
Oh, God.
I see. That is up to you.
Although it shouldn't be.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
Fine.
No nonsense. I like it. All right, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
Hey, I'm the wise deity here.
He's gone. What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Oh, God, okay.
True. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There were some bumps along the way, but it's all over now.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is
Shut
starving.
the fuck up. Have more than a single dimension. You're not even flat. You're like a line. You're... Jesus.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax
You're like
for a while.
Not even a line. You're a dot. Oh, God. And what's happening now? Man. Autobots, load up. Come on. Any day now? Which element do you prefer seeing on your loading screen? Are we done? Hello?
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
Oh, sweet.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Dude, chill.
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue.
Yes, does make sense.
Had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come.
Oh my God.
Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime.
I like the gravel in this man's voice.
Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
Oh, sweet rhyme. Oh man, Pinocchio's too edgy. Maybe we should have just called him Edgelord and get it over with. Hey guys.
Akaba, thanks for inviting me to research together.
Of course, Sawada. Your creativity has been indispensable to me. Without you, I'd have scratched my head bald by now.
Get a room, you two. Jesus. Okay. Expedition complete. Yes. I'm just curious if there's... Because I just got thrown out, right? I didn't actually leave myself. So I think I'll just go ahead and do this. Oh, wait, I just remembered. Catherine from Inazuma. No, wait, from Sumeru wanted to talk to me. Got anything more to say before I go on?
Thank you so much. Please get some good rest. You must be exhausted.
What? Stop talking
about
about...
Take a shower, take a duk-duk. You'll feel good as new.
Why is this little girl telling me to take a shit? Can you imagine being part of that meeting where they decided, yes, we're gonna have her talk about poop all the time. Yes. And then sitting down writing it and then telling the voice actor to talk about shit. God. Show yourself. Here we go. Hello there, we have a letter for you. It's from Miss Jet. So you know Jet too, Catherine? How is she? The Adventurers Guild is an open partnership with the Eremites, so it would be more surprising if I didn't know her. She looked quite happy when she arrived, and she said she was looking forward to seeing you again.
Interesting. So, let's see what Jet's written, Traveler.
To my best friends, Traveler and Little Paimon. I didn't know she became a rapper. Apparently there's much I have yet to learn. It's been a while. Hope you still remember me. How are things going for you? I heard from the merchants traveling from afar and some adventurers that you've returned to Sumeru, so I wrote you this letter. I'm staying at the Tanit camp right now. Thanks to you, life's pretty good. Well, let's make the long story short. I wanted to see you two again ever since we last parted and, you know, show you some proper hospitality. And also, there's something left over from our previous adventure that I'd like you to come help me finish. This is something I can only trust the two of you with. As for the specifics, I can only tell you about it once you get here. Well, I'll see you then. I've dropped Catherine a line too, so don't you forget to come see me.
Well, it looks like she's having a good time. Better than the last time we saw each other. But what's this? The Tanit Camp. This name sort of rings a bell. Have we been there before?
The Tanit are the tribe from which Jet hails. Their campsite is in the depths of the Desert Desert amidst the ruins of what was once the city of Gurbad. If you don't mind, I'll mark it out on your map.
Wow, Catherine is a walking, breathing encyclopedia.
Very impressive, as expected. Well, you'd expect this of the well-informed Adventurers Guild. You flatter me, Traveler. In order to better serve adventurers, it is the duty of the Adventurers Guild to provide such basic information whenever it is needed. And the tenants have always been good commercial relations, have had good with the Adventurers Guild. Jesus Christ. With Miss Jet as our point of contact, they have proven themselves reliable across many acts of cooperation.
Well, the letter also says that she'd like to sell some unfinished business and has expressly asked us to come along. How mysterious. Did she mention anything specific, Catherine?
Well, I'm not at liberty to infringe upon the sender's privacy. I'm afraid the only way you'll find out is if you pay her a visit in person.
So there's information that even you can't get a hold of, huh?
Sorry, this isn't a matter of ability or lack thereof, but a matter of professionalism. We do not accept any complaints on this front. The Tanit campsite has been marked on your map. You'll be settling there for the next 2 or 3... Oh, they'll be settling there for the next 2 or 3 years, as is the custom of tribal migration. If they happen to not be at this exact location, please do not hesitate to contact me. I will update you concerning their migratory pattern as soon as possible.
I that's real thoughtful of you, but Paimon doesn't think we're gonna wait 2 or 3 years to go look for Jet.
I mean, is that a challenge?
Okay, Traveler, now that we know where Jet is, what are we waiting for? Let's not keep her waiting.
In that case, to contact her for more specific information. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that this is not a guild commission. It should just be a meeting between friends. We won't be throwing primogems in your direction. Anyway, at Astra Abyssosk, may your reunion lead to many happy encounters and adventures. I mean, the last time, did you? It was fun rummaging under the desert. Dirge of the Bilkis? That sounds like a surname. Are they related to Bupkis, you think? Ah, yes, and then there's still the expedition.
Astra Abyssosk.
You just said that. Thank you. Although, thank you for the voice line, I guess. And that's it. Sure seems like it. What time is it? Oh, I wish I was more tired. I need to go to bed. What the hell are the odds that I'll be able to fall asleep? Not looking good. Which is really bad considering I have an appointment on Monday that I need to wake up for early. God, my sleep is dysfunctional. That's a pretty good vase, huh? Ah, jeez.
It's about
Not to
time we had a
summarize.
break.
What do you mean? I just had.
As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Rest up, Paimon. I'll buy you some delicious treats as a reward.
Wow, great!
Wait, reward for what?
Huh? Look at that vase.
What about it?
Someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
It happened when you forgot everything. That night we stayed here, Paimon bumped into the table after being startled by something to do with the Balladeer and broke the vase. But the Balladeer erased his existence. He changed the world, so why is this vase still broken?
You sound lost and confused.
Who's that?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Whomst?
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Get out of my brain!
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily
She sounds
be
like one of the
changed.
Adeptus.
Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. But for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate.
Have you seen an elephant go to work on a tree?
Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
What's your point?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
How do you know how vases work? Are you some sort of vasomancer?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your
What, easily?
own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
Nani?
The voice has disappeared.
Hi, Hunter
And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
And how did they do it? I can't believe my eyes. Does she mean I should trust my memories?
Anyway, that vase is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up? Feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
I am confused though. It seems like some things did change. I wonder what else awaits me in the future. Oof. Ha! How come I'm only allowed to change a certain amount of times? And where does it go? This is such a dumb feature. Kind of funny. Oof. How much room do I have? Still a bunch. I wish I could upgrade artifacts so I could trade more in. Like, make everything orange so I can swap them out. I still have a hard time believing that they settled for this artifact system. It's so shit. I can't plan around anything. Do I have time for this? And should I start this? You know what? I feel like I should end this one. The auction, the grand banquet. Wait, really? How does that cause a branch of? Oh, wait. I could choose between joining and not. I guess that's the branching point. Still a bit weird. And when it comes to this, it's basically on Wednesday that everything's unlocked, isn't it? 3 days? Feels roughly like Wednesday. Oh god, I need to get that sick-ass drum. Bye, Lisa. I'm very hungry. For fuck's sake.
Lady Ningguang. Sorry to have kept you waiting. No. Great.
You have.
This is the trap. She happened to be. Do you mind?
Yes.
No, not at all. I've always been. Oh, I'm Luo Qiao. That's what I want.
Yes, Luo Qiao.
Rumors? You haven't heard?
Nope.
Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the
No, of course.
spotlight. That obviously includes her relationships. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Lyon?
Actually.
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship.
That
but
inhale
I don't
was
see
insane.
anything unusual about it. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today.
Yes, I need to just test my audio. That picks up on a lot of background noise for some reason. That's weird. It feels like it. I'll adjust that later.
Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing, I admire her on a personal level too.
Oh, yes. Oh, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle. The first one being the captain.
You're
yes,
comparing
Beidou.
apples and Sunsetias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, all she brings... I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her.
Don't know why she keeps her around.
Investment opportunities?
Oh.
Do you mean the luminescent spine bit?
No.
Oh,
but
God.
If it were
Okay,
real,
come on.
I had my
Skip
sex,
the
so I
point.
would advise...
I see.
In my opinion, long term, it's very...
You think so too, huh? Okay. Maybe it...
In this vein, throughout the lunchtime.
Lady Ningguang. Thank
Good.
Now I see. You think clearly. You are very...
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
I'm a novice, but I was able to follow because you explained everything so clearly.
That means you also have a good head on your shoulders and the ability to learn rapidly. If you are in need of Mora, you should absolutely consider doing business.
What does doing business even mean?
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was everything I was hoping for and more. I can't wait to try out everything I've learned.
See you next
Yippee.
time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon. Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next?
Oh yeah, I'm always prepared.
I'm a little concerned about the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
Did you name them? It seems a little coincidental that they all have the name Bai. Don't worry about them, they're very capable.
Yes, you're right. Whatever happens, they can handle it. In that case, what's next on the schedule?
Meeting with the informants.
Okay then. Yes, it's been some time since I last caught up with them. Let's go to Mingxing Jewelry first. I need to pick up something before meeting them.
Such as... Oh yeah, I guess the schedule updated since we're not going to the auction anymore. Hello, Mingxing. Tian. Yay, you're the one we talked to earlier. How was the racing challenge? Firework flying, Paimon reporting.
Yeah, we had a good time, but we felt great.
A good time? That's good to hear. I didn't even play it yet. I would like to try it myself if I was stronger.
Maybe we should keep training, Tintin. A strong recruiter is sure to bring in more people.
Xingxi?
Hello. I'm here to collect the item I handed in for repair.
Lady Ningguang. One moment, please. I'll fetch it immediately.
Isn't this an action
Very
figure of me
good.
or some shit?
Don't rush now. Please, handle it with care.
Is it something very valuable?
Yes and no. You probably imagine that Mingxing Jewelry deals exclusively in expensive luxury goods.
True, that's my impression. Actually, not exclusively.
The workers here are very skilled, so I like to come to them when I need something custom made. This time, though, I just had them do a simple repair. The item is quite ordinary. In fact, the cost of the repair was more than the item was ever worth.
Ooh, mysterious.
Lady Ningguang, your comb has been fixed. Please inspect it and see whether you're satisfied with our work. We did everything we could to restore it to its original condition. You'll still see a few marks on there, though. This was unavoidable because of how badly damaged the item was.
What do you need the
That's
comb
fine.
for?
Thank you for your hard work.
How do combs work? I don't understand. You're right about it being a little ordinary.
Yes, though it is something very precious to one of my informants. It reminds her of her mother.
Oh.
My informants often provide me with extremely important information.
I thought it had a sentimental value for you.
That I endeavor to meet any requests they have in return. Trust is of far greater importance than profit in the relationship between me and my informants.
I thought useful intel could only be bought with more. I thought useful intel could only be bought with more. There you go. That's the phrasing.
It's understandable to think that way, and in the vast majority of cases, you'd be completely right. But things are a little different with these particular informants. Mora doesn't get you very far with this crowd, and this only makes me all the more excited to meet with them.
Ooh.
Thank you for the repair, Xingxi. This is a great help.
Oh, don't mention it. It's always a pleasure, Lady Ningguang.
Let's go and meet them.
Hey. What does the comb say? It belongs to a special informant. The damage to the comb was originally quite severe. The fact that it could be repaired to this extent is quite impressive indeed. This is supposed to be made out of wood? Oh, they're basically stapled together. Huh. I mean... I've got a feeling kids would accept money pretty easily. Okay. Wait, actually, I can... Damn it, I want to just whoosh, but it doesn't hit any of the birds. Well... No!
Auntie Ningguang!
Auntie?
Hi, Auntie Ningguang!
Auntie?
Hello, my dears. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
The informants are children.
Yes, indeed. And they are some of my most reliable helpers and friends. I didn't want to involve them in
You're a sussy
intelligence
bucking.
gathering for me at first. But they, on the other hand, were
Hold
so
on, you're a woman of
enthusiastic
culture?
about the idea that I thought it couldn't hurt to try. I treated it as a little game between us. It turned out that they delivered the goods and thoroughly enjoyed themselves while they were at it. So, it was a win-win.
Delivered the goods?
Fill me in. How have you all been doing?
Great! Mom and Dad have taken me on loads of cool trips recently. It's been loads of fun. But you didn't do your homework, did you?
What was that supposed to mean?
Yeah, but it's not my fault. You still gotta try. Like teacher says, Liyue Harbor is in a new age now, and we've got a really important part to play.
This new age started after that great battle, you know.
Huh?
I didn't know it would have such a profound Genshin impact.
Well, this is a dramatic change, unique in all of the millennia of Liyue's history. Everyone is eager to do their part and make their mark in the age of humanity.
When you said the battle, you mean the one with, what was it, Osile?
What about you, Nan? You haven't said anything yet, and you're looking a little unhappy.
I'm fine. Just don't know what to say.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. A load of really big boats came into the harbor the day before yesterday.
Where's Big Short?
Yeah, that's right. All the merchants were there, and it was really noisy. And then the people on the boat started unloading all these crates. There was a salty kind of fishy smell in the air. Ugh.
Oh, I see. That'll be the fishing boats coming back from the open ocean. How much cargo were they carrying? Remember, I taught you how you can tell.
Yep. I made sure to look at the waterline, just like you said. They looked really full this time.
My goodness. Well, it sounds like they made quite a big catch.
The waterline? Can you read that accurately
The
enough?
heavier the boat, the lower the hull sits in the water. so you can tell how heavily loaded a vessel is from the height of the waterline.
Yeah, but doesn't it take a lot of goddamn weight to push it even slightly?
How deep a fully loaded vessel will sit in the water varies from ship to ship, but it's something you can tell from experience, at least for the kinds of vessels you see regularly.
Since Auntie Ningguang taught me how to do it, I can tell with just one look.
Very clever.
A few days ago, I heard some people saying that a big merchant from Fontaine is coming soon to buy luminescent spines.
Good thing I got some money.
They said that when they get here, the price will go up a lot.
Oh, really?
That's the opposite of what Ningguang's analysis found out.
Who did you hear this from? Do you remember what they looked like?
No, I don't remember.
Smells like sabotage.
All right, never mind. So, how about what they said? Do you remember their exact words?
I don't remember that either. Sorry.
You useless bitch! I just waited for Ningguang to lose it.
Are you okay?
It'll be way funnier for me.
You're usually the one that talks the most. What's gotten into you today?
It's okay. Don't be upset. Actually, I brought you a little something to cheer you up. How about that,
It's my comb. You remembered.
Of course I did. If I make you a promise, I will always keep it.
Wait, what are you promising exactly?
Thank you, Auntie Ningguang. Thank you so much.
Did you promise to repair
It was just a small favor, really. Nothing to get overexcited about.
Maybe she's underexcited.
But they said you'd be too busy to remember about a boring old comb.
Whatever.
They.
Whom's they?
Uh-oh.
Looks like there's a story here. No wonder she was fumbling her words.
It's all right. Don't worry. There just seems to be some kind of misunderstanding here. Why don't you take this opportunity to clear it up? Don't you think that'd be best?
She's trying to sound nice, and it still comes off as a threat to me.
Auntie Ningguang's not gonna blame you.
No, she'll just financially ruin your family.
I'm sorry.
Leaving you destitute and out on the street.
I told you a lie.
How could you?
That thing about the luminescent spines wasn't something I heard. Two people came and told me to say it to you. I told them I didn't want to lie to Auntie Ningguang, but, they told me you'd forgotten all about the comb, and I didn't know how to argue with them. Then they bought me a new comb, and I...
And I'm so easily bought. I have no loyalty to anyone.
I'm sorry. I'll give them the comb back right away. No comb is better than the one you helped get fixed for me.
I know how much it means to you. It was a gift from your mom before she left Liyue Harbor, wasn't it?
Is she gone forever?
Yeah, it was. I'll be extra careful with it from now on. When Mom gets back, she'll be so sad if she finds out I broke it.
I must say, this is most intriguing.
Looks like someone is trying to scam you.
How about this? You tell me where those two people are, and I'll take the comb back to them for you. Sound good?
Okay. They're over at the docks. They said I should go and meet them when I finished the mission.
Am I gonna be able to play as Ningguang and chuck rocks at them?
All right,
Where is
then.
this going?
Don't worry, it'll all be fine. I'll be right back.
Are you gonna go punish the bad guys?
Now.
Sounds like
this is
it.
a grown-up situation, okay? It's not fun and games anymore. And don't try and follow me. I'm just going to have a polite discussion with those two grown-ups about what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do.
Okay then.
If you
Hey, Nana, you lying a little bit.
we would have figured out that it's a lie.
Yeah, all three of us together makes a pretty group.
Mm.
I got it. Thanks.
Okay, whoo! Do you hit anything? Hey, you okay? What? Bird? What the fuck? So I gain nothing. Cool. Okay. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Ah, now it's nice and moist. Just to feel like it. There's no chicken like pond chicken, I always say. I'm just thinking. Could this be better?
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
I might as well just have some variety at least. It feels like I should put everything into elemental mastery if I'm gonna pull this shit. Oh my god, that's right, there's no good hydro.
All tasks have been handed out.
Chill. Jesus, she sure heals a lot. There's like 3 ticks and it's in the entire goddamn bar. The entire shield of Zhongli. Greer Center. I'm just passing by. You listen here. Meet the person behind the scenes. Who we? And both of them look kind of sus, but okay. Lucky. Oh.
Don't you think that kid's gonna fluff her lines? Also, let's be honest. This is a new low for us.
Yes, I know. But we didn't have any other options. Just try not to overthink it, okay? Nanan's one of Ningguang's most trusted informants. Ningguang adores that kid. She's not gonna get all suspicious just because her story doesn't quite add up.
It sounds like you underestimated me. And the children as well.
Yes.
You knew how important that comb was to Nan Nan, and you exploited that fact to emotionally manipulate her.
Now die.
You coached a child to lie, made her betray her own innocence and confuse her conscience. Do you not realize how contemptible that is?
No.
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. We never should have crossed you like this.
That's not the point. Business is business. And at some point, we're all trying to get the better of one another. So if all you've done is fool me by feeding me false information, I'd make a loss, and that would be the end of it. But you cannot put more above
But you're
all
corrupting the
else. You
youth.
cannot go exploiting children for profit. Do you have any idea just how much damage that will cause?
I'm sorry, what exactly do you think is happening
It was
here?
hardly our first choice either. We were only acting out of necessity.
Is
We've
that
been
what you call
business
it?
partners for years now. We've gotten by, I guess, but never had any opportunities to expand. When we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market, we thought to heck with it. Let's go all in on this one. See if we don't get lucky for once. So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines and watched as the price went up and up. We thought this was gonna be it. We were gonna make our fortune.
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine never came. More and more people started to suspect it was all a huge scam. Suddenly, everyone with luminescent spines was running for the exit, selling as fast as they could. But we had so much inventory that no one was willing to buy it.
Yeah, and that's when he thought of Ningguang.
Oh yeah. As soon as Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows her lead, and the price takes a steep hike.
Maybe you should try to find something else to sell other than goddamn insect parts. Like, what else are you trying to sell? Pocket lint? What sort of... What a business venture.
If we don't sell the goods, we're both bankrupt. We're in debt up to our eyeballs. We just didn't have any other choices.
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative investment is not a sob story.
Your business analysis was correct. This supports your conclusion about the luminescent spine hype.
But not everyone has the capability to make rational decisions. Greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can all cloud your judgment.
Why are you shouting at me? Calm down, woman.
Do you now realize how dire the consequences of wild speculation can be?
100%. We've both barely slept in days. We begged people to take our stock off our hands. They laughed at us, called us idiots, thought it was all hilarious.
So we invested in crypto. It'll happen all over again.
We messed up. Completely and catastrophically messed up.
Then we invested in GameStop. No, wait. Was it GameStop? It was GameStop, wasn't it?
The savings we worked so hard our whole lives to build up, decimated, just like that. All we want now is a chance to start over.
Well,
Hodl.
I can take your luminescent spines off your hands, but we will need a detailed contract. The portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past, you will have to pay back to me by some means in our future business dealings.
So you're not doing them a favor, you're just investing.
Huh? But that means our profit is 0.
Then you're free to find another willing buyer. But if you're seriously still insisting on turning a profit under these circumstances, I'm afraid you're beyond redemption.
Is she turning red or is it just
Lady
me?
Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be done with it. This is a lifeline and we should be grateful for it. Forget about making money.
Yes, you're right.
I have no particular need for luminescent
Kinda
spines.
sounds like Matt Mercer.
But I'm quite sure I can uncover a market for it with a little research.
Okay, so, shall we get this deal done now, or?
No need to hurry. Our deal is hardly the urgent matter here. Atoning for your transgressions is the main order of business.
I need to bring some of these phrases into my daily life. You need to atone for your transgressions. This is such a fucking power move to bring up in normal conversation.
You took advantage of a child, and you are coming with me to make a full and unreserved apology. This is an opportunity for you to show remorse.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's go back and see the children.
Is this gonna result in a photo?
Who's that skulking around?
Hey, you need to chill, my man. Here I come. Okay. Huh. God damn, I can't believe it's called Little Long.
We're back. Everything's all sorted.
Huh? Oh, it's those two.
Rub a little more stank at it. Make sure they know you're angry.
I'm sorry, Nan Nan. I was lying to you when I told you that Lady Ningguang wouldn't fix your comb. I was completely in the wrong, and I promise I'll never do anything like this again.
Wow, he is really having it up.
Forgive me.
This man is destroyed.
What do you think, Auntie Ningguang?
Death for the weak.
I think it should be your choice, and yours alone.
No matter what your decision is, we support you.
Well, since it's all sorted out now and nothing super bad happened, I guess it's okay. But we can't just let them off. We gotta show them you don't mess with us.
Kid?
That's true. I'd certainly hate to see anyone else try to con you.
I've made up my mind.
They must die.
I want them to come play with us.
And then they'll be arrested by the police. What are you doing?
What?
Yeah! Now we have someone to play hide and seek with.
Shit!
Great idea. Let's go play hide and seek at the North Wharf.
Oh god, the Millilith is gonna end up arresting them anyway.
Wait a second.
Nope. No waiting. Come on.
So full of energy.
We should go with them.
Yes, of course. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving them alone with those two buffoons.
Afraid they'll rip them off while we aren't looking. Oh no, do we actually have to play hide and seek?
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Wait a second, is this my favorite song? Na 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 na. And here it comes, my favorite part.
Please take a seat. Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children into my informants and the actions of those two businessmen. Am I right?
You got me. I mean, it's not as bad, but...
They were completely different when I first met them. They'd run away as soon as they saw me, or they'd be shaking with nerves and unable to speak.
You are an alien Ingwan after all. I played Eris too.
But gradually, they stopped seeing me as someone to be afraid of, and started seeing me as someone they can trust. For my part, I did my utmost to fulfill the duties of a responsible adult. I played games with them, but I also taught them observation skills, analytical skills, how to think critically. I never taught business, though. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies.
Why not
far
touch
more mature than their peers.
business? What?
This has given them confidence in themselves. I think that this is beneficial to them.
So you're a lot like a teacher then.
Yes, perhaps I am. I never had the chance to receive a good education as a child.
I'm a teacher
That's why I
like
hope
this,
to teach these
Jesus.
children myself. Hopefully, I can pass on some of what I've learned. Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal, that deception and one-upmanship are facts of life. But there's nothing wrong with that.
Isn't that what was happening
When
before?
that
What do you mean?
happens, they will be ready to face the world head-on and become exceptional businessmen and women. But until then, I am here to protect them.
Are you raising them to be your heirs? Are you raising them to be your competitors?
I will one day die. New Qixing will replace the old. And Liyue will continue to prosper. I hope the name Ningguang will live on. But not as a person, as more of a symbol. If I can pass on everything I have learned, I can create a legacy that will live on long after I am gone.
Come on, Auntie Ningguang! Hurry up! We're not gonna wait forever!
Coming! Come on, let's enjoy this while we can.
I have a hard time believing she'd have time for this, but okay. Time flies and all the good years slip away easily, but the name Ningguang will remain a symbol for generations to come.
Antique instruments should be popular nowadays.
Antique instruments?
Respect must be given to the will of every
I thought it was
creature.
hide and seek. This seems
Each
like
fish in the ocean swims
tag.
in its own direction.
Man, stop talking. How much has the harbor changed? Is there anything worth looking at? I think it's... Yep, time for bed. You've been awake for too long, mister. Time to go to bed. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.